Hi guys, Jazz here again. So yesterday, what's today? Today's Monday. Okay, so yesterday I was searching Facebook Marketplace and somebody local had a whole heap of out-of-box pops and they had a post up $5 each, and I had a look and I seen a couple of pops that I know were worth big money if they're in good condition and in their boxes, and I actually really liked the TV show, so I thought I'm gonna go get those. And then as I was thinking on it a little bit more, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to reach out and find out what I shouldn't leave behind. So a lot of us Aussie YouTubers have a chat channel that we all talk via Instagram. So I put a photo on there and said, help me guys, I'm going to be there in 5 minutes, tell me what I shouldn't leave behind. So they also sort of pointed out what I should get. A lot of them aren't in fantastic condition, but at $5 each, kind of understand that they're not going to be, but I plan on putting them on my shelf over there. I do have a lot of pops up there from when Levi was little, before we actually started collecting. We used to just take them all out of the box and he used to play with them. So, you know, actually I've got one right here. So I found this little guy. This is his Dark Seed. You know, this is what, 2013? So this is a pretty old pop. And you can see, you know, he's got a little bit of paint scuff on his face and so on and so forth. But this was a toy. It was in his toy box. He was playing with it. If you hadn't known then what we know now. Alright, so I'll start off with... So we have Vanilla Piffon Sweet. Whoop, from Wreck-It Ralph. And this one, when I searched, it's vaulted. And it came up at $84. So we all know it's not going to be worth that out of box and, you know, not in the greatest condition. But $84 for $5, you know, if you're going to take them out of the box anyway, like I do with most of my pops, it's not a terrible deal. Then I found Fix It Felix. He's $19 on the Funko app. He's in a bit of rough shape as well. There's a little bit of paint spotting and stuff, but he's another 20... Oh, it actually says 2012 on his foot, but on the Funko app it does say 2013 vaulted. And yeah, he's you know, considering how old he is and that he's been out of box, he's held up quite well. This guy, on the other hand, is a little bit sad. So this is King Candy. His date on the bottom is also 2012, but it actually says 2013 on the Funko app. So this one comes up at $116, but I'm not sure if you guys can see. His little candy cane is a little smushed. Other than that, he's not in the worst condition. Like, there's a bit of under his arm where it looks like he's been, I don't know, it was supposed to be stuck and it's not stuck. But it comes up as $116. So I guess this would have been a good pickup, you know. And like the little crown on his head's a little loose. Not loose, but there's like a gap. But you know what? For $5, to have it in the collection, to have it on the shelf, I actually think this might be going to one of the other Aussie YouTubers. We'll have to wait and see. I'm having a play around to see what fits there. I did get this one for Levi. It's not in the most fantastic condition, but we know he's got quite a little collection up there. And I don't believe he has this. So this is Freddy Fazbear, and this is the flocked one. There's like a couple of little spots where you can tell the flocking is rubbing off a little bit. But, you know, $26 on the Funko app. We picked it up for $5. Pretty happy with that. And Levi was quite happy as well. When he seen it in the little collection, he wanted to come and put it straight out here straight away. I said, no, we have to show YouTube first. And then where do I go? I might go here. We have Hookfang. He's vaulted. He's a lot lighter colour in person. Like, he's more of a pink, and on the app he seems to be more of a darker red. But it's showing up as $45 on the app. Vaulted 2014 pop. But it's actually a pretty good looking pop. I do have another pop up there, but my dog chewed its foot and chewed its leg off, and that's not a Hookfang, it's just another How to Train Your Dragon. That was back before we knew what they were worth. And then, where do we go next? I might go here. So this is a vaulted. This isn't the one that's worth a lot of money, unfortunately. This is the $13 one. But this is Susie Crazy Eyes Warren from 2015. I think the one that's worth a decent chunk of money, she's holding something in her hand. But it's still an awesome looking pop. And I did like the show, so I'm quite happy to have that. Now, we'll get to the Walking Dead. I did get a couple of Walking Dead. So I got Carol. She comes up as $42. And she's vaulted as well, and it says 2014. I did write all this down before because I'm clever and I knew I'd forget otherwise. But she's not actually in bad shape, and I did like Carol. She's one of my favourite characters, so I'm happy there. And then we have a Daryl Dixon here. Just a normal Daryl Dixon with Crossbow. Now he's got some paint on the side of his face. I don't know if I'm going to be able to clean that off. Do any of you out-of-box collectors have a good and safe way of cleaning pops? If you do, please let me know, because I'd love to give them a bit of a scrub up and see what they look like. Yeah, but this one here, it says 2012 on the bottom, but actually it says 2014 there, so who knows. Now this one here, this is Daryl Dixon Bloody with a Crossbow. Now I got two different prices come up for this. I'm assuming the higher price is for the bigger pop, because I think this is made in a 9-inch. I could be wrong. The highest price that came up was $489. It was a bit sticky, and then the lesser price was $122. So I'm assuming the smaller pop is the lesser price. But it's actually cool. I quite like this one. It's a pretty good looking pop. I do like the blood splatter things. Now this one had me baffled, and I'm going to tell you why. So this is Michonne. Now I thought this was the normal Michonne, but the normal Michonne doesn't have blood on her sword. The only Michonne that has blood on her sword is the blood splatter Michonne, but this Michonne doesn't have blood anywhere else. So I wasn't sure whether maybe she's had a head change, or maybe she's had a sword change. Or maybe there's just something wrong with this. Maybe it's some kind of different edition that I don't know about. So if anybody knows enough to tell me about this, please do. Because she doesn't have blood splatter anywhere. She's just got the blood on the knife and on her hands. And there are like 3 different Michonnes that come up on the Funko app, and none of them actually have that. So I'm curious. I'm not really sure. So we don't have a price for that one. Alright, then we'll get to this, because I didn't actually know who this guy was, and I actually still don't. All I know is he's from Star Trek. Loctus of Borg. This was pointed out to me in the Instagram chat group. Someone said, hey, that one's showing up as over $100, and it did. It shows up as $104, and it's vaulted from 2015. Now it's got a few little yellow, I don't know if you can see, a few little yellow scuff marks, and other than that, it's in pretty good condition. Like if you could get those little yellow paint marks off, it'd probably be perfect. And that, yeah, like I said, $109 that one showed up at, so I was really quite happy for that, you know, for $5 to have it sit on my shelf. I'm an out-of-box collector for the most part anyway. Now these 4. I've got 4 left. Alright, they are all from Breaking Bad. Where do I start? Let's start with the cheapest one first, shall we? Okay. Jesse Pinkman, vaulted 2014. This one shows up at $53. He's actually in really good condition, considering he's been out of box for a while. And I really liked Breaking Bad, so I was super happy to have this. This one won't be leaving my side. He's going up on a little shelf there, and it's making me want to binge watch Breaking Bad again, which I will be doing probably very soon, because I've just finished watching Fear the Walking Dead, so I've got nothing else to watch. Okay, my next one, don't worry, I checked. It's not the glow in the dark. I was wishing it was. I put everything under a light to see first. So this is the 2014 vaulted Walter White, and it's $77. I think if it was the glow in the dark one, it would be $160. But I actually think it's really cool. It's him in his little suit, little hazmat suit, which I quite liked. So $77. And this is heavy. There's like a little yellow paint there. Other than that, it's actually in pretty great condition. It's a little dust. It does need a tiny bit of a clean up, but otherwise, that's a really good pickup for $5. I wonder if people know what they're selling when they sell them for $5 each. Maybe they just don't want to go through all the effort of trying to get rid of it. So then we also have Heisenberg. This one comes up at $96 from 2014. So as you can see, Dusty has probably been sitting out for a little while. There's a little black mark on the back here, which I'm pretty sure we could clean out. Same as on the side. Other than that, the rest of it is in really good condition. There's no major dents or damage. So I'm happy with this as well for $5. Well, actually, there's a little bit of a chip maybe on the side of his hat. It's a pretty cool pop. You have to forgive me, guys. I'm running out of breath. I'm really not well at the moment. I've been sick for about 3 weeks. And the more I talk, the more I end up out of breath. Alright, and my last one is the Jesse Pinkman in the green hazmat. Now this comes in at $154. It says vaulted from 2014. This is pop number 161, I believe. Now, I know there's him in a yellow hazmat suit, and that's a cheaper version. This is the more expensive one. Can't remember where, but I think it was an exclusive to somewhere. Does have a few little markings on it, which I'd like to know if there was a way to get them out. So, like I said before, if anybody can help me out with that, let me know, please. But I am so happy with this. For $5, you know, I paid $70 for all of these pops all up, because they actually gave me the Daryl Dixon with the paint on his head for free. So it cost me $70, and I picked up all of these pops at $5 each. You know, it's worth keeping an eye on Facebook Marketplace. It really is. Not always, you know, a lot of the time nothing really comes up that gets you fancy, but sometimes you get something that's just amazing. So that's my little collection that we just picked up. Let us know what you think. I do have a few others laying around. I might show you guys if I can. I'll throw that in the end of the video. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.